Hey, you know what's cool? Foxes. That's about all I got. Let's do this! Inherit the Earth Quest for the Orb is an old point-and-click computer game made by the Dreamers Guild and was republished on Steam by Warren Keep Entertainment, which is owned by the co-founder of Dreamers Guild. The game was originally supposed to be part of a trilogy, but due to some developer issues, the other two games were never made. We begin with background exposition that rivals that of the Fallout series. The random old guy narrator explains that humans used to rule the Earth and gave the gift of speech, knowledge, and bipedalness. However, the humans suddenly disappeared before they could give the animals one final gift. Happiness. Glad to hear we have a world just filled entirely with sad animals. Well, that's enough of that garbage. On to what really matters. A puzzle tournament. This rat guy ends up winning against this fox guy and taking the puzzle-solving world by storm.
You're already polishing the victory medallion instead of concentrating on the puzzle.
Well, man, sick burn, nice. This fox guy's named Riff, and he's who you'll be controlling for the next couple of hours. After losing, his girlfriend Reen tries to comfort him, but he just whines at her.
It's not first place.
I should have won first place.
All of a sudden, this elk person runs in and screams something about an orb that predicts the weather being stolen. And then some boars do the same. I thought it would be funny if the orb was just like a giant meteorological computer or something. But nope, literally just a ball that talks. How inaccurate. We all know that humanity went for the small rectangle route instead. The boars make an offhand remark about foxes, and Riff is like, okay, wow, that was kind of racist, guys. Which then somehow makes him the prime suspect, even though they're in the tent with at least 20 other people that haven't been questioned at all yet. I'm having some deja vu here. Riff somehow spins this in his favor, saying that he was second place in this very vague puzzle-solving competition, and that he'd be the perfect person to find the orb. The two small armies quickly agree to this. Now, call me crazy, but wouldn't you want the first place winner searching for the orb? Especially considering the second place winner is your one and only suspect? But no, whatever. Kidnap his girlfriend, send 2 random guards with him. Sure, I don't care. Can I play yet? When you finally take control of Riff, you can have him explore the fairgrounds with his new friends, Ock the Boar and Ia the Elk.
What a quaint general store with a little bit of everything for day-to-day existence.
Okay, boys, time to see who stole our plot device. Now, where do we start?
I told you, I know nothing. Now be gone.
No, not him.
Do you know of anyone who might have stolen the orb?
Are you joking? I know plenty of people who might have stolen it.
This guy? Nah, he can't be. That's not the face of a thief.
It was nice to talk to you, too. Such a polite young man. Good luck to you and your companions.
Her! She did it! Lock her away, boys. Case closed. You just gotta love these talking animations. Also, our heroes make fun of this poor bear over here. I mean, come on guys, leave him alone. This lovable creature did nothing wrong. He's just so precious. It took me a bit, but I found out that I actually need to leave the festival. I had no idea where the exit was. Off to a great start. Well, time to just wander around and hopefully find something to do. A lot happens, so I'll try to keep it simple. First, I head to the Shrine of the Orb, and Riff says,
Wow! Look at the size of those knockers!
This guy has a girlfriend. Inside, it looks like something spooky's gonna happen, but nothing spooky happens. The orb guarding cat, who is bad at her job might I add, says she'll let us investigate the scene of the crime if we get the Elk King's permission. We get the Elk King's permission. Riff also gets some cement to take a print casting, bringing evidence from the crime to the rat cave, which has a maze that is frustrating and absolutely pointless, and this actually kind of comedic scene to get into the cave.
Who are you? Who are you? I'm the doorkeeper. Who are you? Who are you? I said I'm the doorkeeper. Who are you? Who are you? I'm the doorkeeper.
The gang learns that a raccoon from the northern regions is the one who took the orb. Before we go north, we need to get a map from this doggo here. He says he'll give us one if we repair his telescope lens. Going to a carpentry village, we have to pass an initiation through a challenge only a carpenter can solve. Trial by puzzle solving. Alright, let's do this. Just gotta move this and then...
Hey, Fox, would you like a hint?
No, shoo, I got this, get out of here. Almost, just put this piece here.
Would you like some help?
Alright, fine, what's your hint?
Check which corner has the least number of pieces that can fit and start from there.
Hey, wow, thanks. That's a great hint that won't help me at all. Okay, so once that puzzle's done, we can use another orb that's basically just a crappy Google search. But since no one in this world knows that it's called a telescope, we have to go back through that fun old rat maze to be told it's called a telescope, while these two ding-dongs distract the gatekeeper, and then we have to get Clay from the Boar King by having a lovely sensual bath with him. And then we make the glass and get the map, and can we leave yet? Alright, I think you probably get the idea on how the rest of this game plays out. Just be glad for your sake I left out all the horrific stuff Riff did.
I should have won first place.
Poor Riff, he never asked for this. He just wanted to solve puzzles all day and wear a top hat. When Riff finally gets to the Unknown Lands, there's some stuff about crazy Shetland sheepdogs, cat warrior tribes, scary witch cats, and aimless wandering, praying that you find what you have to do. Wait, what? Since when was he an archer? He hasn't shot a single arrow this entire game. Was I supposed to just assume? Finally, upon reaching the Northlands, you meet a naked wolf taking a shower, and Riff just kind of stares at her. Thus, the furry fandom grew larger that day. The gang is captured by more wolves and meets the true thief of the orb, a raccoon named Choda. The intimidation factor here is just extreme, wouldn't you say? Choda explains that he found out how to use the orb to actually control the weather, and that he'll use its power to blackmail the rest of the world to do his bidding, lest he send a cloud after them. After the wolf Riff peeped on saves everyone for some reason, we get to explore Human Ruin. Now, this is actually kinda neat. Going from an advancing animal society in medieval times to a sci-fi dystopia was a pretty nice change of scenery, and the mystery given by things like this flashing evacuate warning sign and clear signs of a rushed escape make for an interesting unspoken story element. Too bad it's never expanded upon due to the aforementioned developer issues. But hey, that's just me. Finally, the game culminates with this epic fight scene on top of a dam.
Give me that orb!
I think not.
Aren't you tired yet?
Truly a cinematic masterpiece. Riff returns without the orb, but everyone believes that he's not the one who did it because his two allies vouched for him, which, by the way, they could have done much earlier. His allies are promoted, despite the Elks not having any jurisdiction on the Boars. Riff gets nothing, and everything ends okay. Huh? What? Oh, right, I forgot Reen existed. She's safe too, I guess. Yay! Ah! Oh my god, get it away from me! But wait, there's more! The orb is actually activated, and it says that a drought period's about to begin. Wow, can't wait for that sequel! In all seriousness though, this was a pretty enjoyable game. Sure, it had its moments, but overall it was entertaining, and kept me busy for a few hours at least. And you know that sequel and threequel I told you about? Well, turns out Wormkeep has a Patreon going to help fund development of the second game in the trilogy. I really want to see the sequel happen. These people clearly have a love and passion for this series. I already gave them some support, and they even sent me a postcard with a strip from their comic series on it. I'll make sure to put a link to it in the description, so please give them a bit of love too. Stay furry, my friends.
Wow. Look at the size of those knockers.